Grace and peace, everybody. I just wanted to talk a little bit about Thomas Jefferson, Freemasonry, and the founding of the United States of America. I've been having a couple of questions on the subject, or should I say the Thomas Jefferson Bible, and some other stuff I'll go into. Thomas Jefferson didn't write a Bible, but he took a Bible and he was a deist. A lot of people don't understand it. He took a Bible and he cut out the miracles from the Bible. He just wanted to deal with the morality of the teachings of Jesus of Nazareth. And he cut out the virgin birth. He cut out the walking on water and healing people, and anything that he deemed that was supernatural that he couldn't believe in, he cut that out, and he just wanted to really deal with the moral teachings of Jesus. So it was kind of a cut and paste job, and that's what we call the Jefferson Bible, Thomas Jefferson Bible. Now, some people get that confused with the Masonic Bible that's on, I believe it's 23rd Street in Manhattan, on top of the Duane Reade in the Masonic Lodge. When certain presidents are installed into the presidency in the United States of America, there's a Bible in Manhattan that they can request from the Masonic Lodge, and they'll lay their hands on that Bible and they'll be sworn in with it. But that's not the same as the Jefferson Bible. That Masonic Bible is different. But when we go to the founding of America, I want to clear some things up. A lot of people are confused. Oh, America was a Christian nation. America was a Christian nation. There were many Christians that were here. There were a lot of Puritans and other Christians that did come over because of tyranny with the Catholic Church and a lot of kings, what they were doing in Europe. But we have to understand that those were regular people. They came to work, they were farmers, they came to set up little towns, and they wanted to be free to practice their religion. But a lot of people that were considered leaders and the founders of this country, they were Freemasons, and they were what we call deists. Now, a deist is someone that believes that they believe in God. The word theist, they believe in God, but they feel that God created the world and he kind of wound the world up like a watch, and he just put it out there with natural laws, the laws of gravity and other laws that we have within science. And he just gave man the power of reason, and they were influenced. A lot of the founding fathers were influenced by John Locke and Thomas Paine. Thomas Paine said that his mind was his church or his synagogue, and he would judge with his rightful thinking good moral standings, and that's all the Creator desired from them. So a lot of the founding fathers were Freemasons. They were involved. A lot of people that signed the Declaration of Independence, they were involved in deistic and Masonic thought. And that's why it amazes me when I deal with people in the conscious community and they want to talk about, ancient Egypt, or ancient Kemet, as they would call it, or the land of Mizraim, the land of Ham, as the Bible 105th Psalms would call it, was was a black land. But they don't understand, when you start dealing with Egypt or Kemet and America, there's a spirit, there's a system that's established, and it's the same system. That's how come the founding fathers, and later on in the 1930s, when they gave us this modern day dollar bill that we have with the pyramid and the all-seeing eye, the spirit of Egypt that existed in North Africa, that same spirit exists today with the mystery schools and with Masonic thought, or what we call Luciferian thought. That's what's going on today. So a lot of people would like to separate it. Oh, the white man and the black man. These people follow what we call Luciferian philosophy. It's a mindset, and they're not embarrassed to say that their mindset comes from Babylon. They show us through signs and symbols. And if you go to, even in the Vatican, if you go to look at St. Peter's Square in the Vatican, you'll see an obelisk just like we have in Egypt. We have Cleopatra's Needle in Central Park, the gentleman that erected the Eiffel Tower. Now, the Eiffel Tower was the second of the largest man-made structures after the Sphinx in Egypt, and he was a Freemason, and he's the same guy that did the inside structural work for the Statue of Liberty. A lot of people don't understand that these people were Freemasons, and they followed a philosophy that came from Egypt. They followed a philosophy that came from Babylon. They're not obsessed with black and white. They're obsessed with a Luciferian doctrine or a specific philosophy, and that's where a lot of people become confused when they start studying Egypt or Freemasonry and the occult. So as a Christian researcher, I just want to bring that out, and I want to share certain things, especially with my Christian people, my Pentecostal people, really them, because we don't have an idea about a lot of stuff. We just Jesus, and that's enough. I got the Bible, and all I need is the Bible. But there's a lot of spirituality that's going on, and it's outside of the Bible. And this is something that's promised within Scripture. We say that we're very scientific. I listen to Sam Harris and a lot of philosophers and different scientists debating, and Richard Dawkins, and they debate on the existence of God and can we have morality outside of the Bible. But when it comes down to it, we're a very spiritual people. There's a new spirituality. A lot of people are going to Peru and Brazil, and they're dealing with the ayahuasca plant. And Timothy Leary, if you Google his name, he was a Harvard professor dealing with LSD and getting high and tripping and going into the spiritual realm. Ancient practices from Druids and different Celtic and different priests in Europe. We're seeing that prevalent in the land. That's how come we have so many signs and symbols, and they're not hiding it, but they say it's for the elite, it's for the those that understand esoteric symbolism, and it's all over the place. We see rappers, Drake and different rappers, wearing owls and all seeing eyes and pyramids and the eye of the Horus. We're hearing people talk about decalcifying their pineal gland to get into the spirit realm, and the elite are trying to hide this from us. People are looking for spirit guides, and they want to speak to angels. And it's demonic, or what we call Luciferian practices that's being spread. It's on MTV. A lot of rappers are doing this. It's been in the rock music with Aleister Crowley, and even when we go back to John D. Inaki and Magic, it's spread all over. So I just wanted to drop this small video and talk about that. You're not really correct when you say America was a Christian nation, because the leaders, the founding fathers, they were Freemasons and they were deists. We'll speak a little bit about that more about that later on. But if you like what you heard, subscribe. I just wanted to drop that for now. Thanks for